Hello, this is Vampire here with a very wild card game sent to me by Goliath Games. So the title's crazy. It's called Shit Happens. Obviously, it's an adult game. Obviously, the content is quite extreme. Very extreme themes and topics in here. There's a lot of games very similar to this right now, very popular right now. It seems like Cards Against Humanity, Super Fight, and then the older games like Taboo and Apples to Apples. So if you like any of those games, this is going to be right up your alley. But definitely some of those games that I mentioned just now are you could play with a whole family, and then others are definitely for adults and college students. It is extreme, and Shit Happens is definitely extreme. First things first, the quality of the cards is actually really nice, and I was impressed with it, and I really like that it's not just text. A lot of those card games that I mentioned before is just pure text, whereas this actually has, you could see, even though they're basic, it has the images, and this kind of graphic really helps in my opinion. The game pretty much comes like with this, and you could see that this is all filled with cards right here and right here. So they do give you a ton of cards. The gameplay is super easy. I mean, you're pretty much going to play immediately. It's for 2 players plus. So I don't know up to how many players can play, but it seems like a ton. I've only played with 2 players. We had a blast. Okay, so to start off the game is very easy. You just take out 3 cards. Each player takes out 3 cards and puts it in front of them and in order. So you see right here, by order, I mean the number is 13, 62, and then 80.5. And so the whole goal of the game, another player is going to pull out a card like so, and then they're going to read it. They're not going to show it to you. They're not going to show you the number. And they say, wake up hungover with a tattoo of Whoopi Goldberg on your ass, right? And you have to guess on your cards right here, where does this fit in? So you don't know the number, but you have to go, is it worse or not as bad as flight delayed then canceled? Or is it, worse or better than oops, nude selfie emailed to entire office? Or is it worse or better than ketchup bottle stuck up your ass? And if you guess it correctly, then let's say I did guess it correctly and I said it's right in between these 2, then I get the card. And so you acquire cards, and the first person who gets 10 cards gonna win. So that's how it's played. Obviously, I think if you want the game to go longer, you could do more than 10. You could do like 15 cards or whatever, very simple game. Here's another one. Like, let's say a person pulls out a card right here, and then it says, rattlesnake bites genitals. Okay, so obviously this is terrible. 93.5. Okay, so the other person's not going to know that, and they have to guess. They have to guess where is it going to fit in? And if they guess it correctly, once again, they takes them that much closer, one step closer to victory. So very easy game. What I like about this compared to the other card games that I mentioned earlier is that this game is based off on these numbers. So you have to guess on the numbers. A lot of those other games is opinion. And so if you're playing with a group of people, there might be favoritism or whatever. And I know that's part of the fun, but you could be biased and it's all just an opinion. Whereas with this game right here, you have to guess that number. So, you're trying to figure that out. So in that sense, it's kind of in a way, it's more set. It's less opinion. So I do like that. The polls have already been done. So in a way, that's kind of like Family Feud. So I like that it's less opinion, and boom, you just go right by the number. But believe me, you're still going to be talking with the people that you play with going, I don't agree with that number, or who had to think of this, or you're going, has this ever happened to you? Or you will still be definitely talking about the crazy topics on the cards. So that it's still a party game. there's still going to be a lot of talking and laughing and going, oh, and cringing and stuff. So it is a very, very fun game. If you like any of the games that I mentioned before, then this is this is pretty much right up your alley because it's going to fit right in. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching and take care, folks.